Let's take a look again at the front page of the Oz, a story exclusive by Simon Benson, the National Affairs editor. Jokowi deal to absorb the shocks, PM. This is a story reporting that Scott Morrison has defined Indonesia as playing a pivotal role in the government's push to diversify Australia's economy and broaden trade and strategic partners in the region to hedge against the heavy reliance on China and unexpected global shocks such as the coronavirus. Is this good timing or good strategy, Erin, or a combination of both?
Little from column A and little from column B.
Right.
You know, I actually wrote it. I wrote in the Australian about this very topic only weeks ago, when Australia's need to diversify its economic interests. You know, whether it be China or anyone else, the reality is that Australia is overly dependent on China in terms of trade. 38% of our trade is with China, which is we've actually not had that rate of trade with one other country since, I think, 1952. It was the United Kingdom. And it makes sense with Indonesia. You know, we already have a really good security relationship with Indonesia. It's going to be the 4th largest economy by the middle of the century, which is not that far away now. It's a country of 250 million people, and it's right on our doorstep. Yet we continue to look over Indonesia and other countries in Southeast Asia as well. So whether it be Malaysia,
why do you think that's
whether
been the
it
case?
be Vietnam.
Why do you think that's been the case?
Obsessed with China. We have been obsessed with China in the last couple of decades in terms of our economy. And the reality is that 20 years ago, the nature of China was quite different too. So perhaps some of the risks that we see now around economic coercion were not there at the time, or even a decade ago. So the nature of China has changed, but also it's not smart economics to have such a overly dependent economy on one country. A lot of people will look towards India. India's not quite there yet, where we are trying to move ahead in terms of our bilateral economic relationship with India, but that's taking time. Others will look towards, you know, sub-Saharan Africa. There's some really fast-growing economies there. And yet on our doorstep is Southeast Asia, which is easily one of the most dynamic, fastest growing, exciting regions in the world. So, you know, we already do a lot of trade when you put all those countries together with that region, but we definitely need to double down. So tomorrow, Jokowi is speaking in Parliament here at Parliament House, and it's going to be very interesting to see what he has to say. But this visit could not come at a better time, for whichever reason you want to put it down to.